So, what do you think the biggest problem is in late political
We're just collectively not doing enough to win. I don't think it's. I mean, we're 5-10 or something like that in close games, but there's moments throughout the game. I know you can always nitpick possessions, but there's just moments where either you have momentum and you can't stretch a lead, or it's kind of back and forth, and they go on that the little 7-0 run in the middle of the fourth quarter. So the fact that we're giving ourselves, a chance with the fight down the stretch is positive, but then you're giving, leaving it to a make here, a miss here, a foul on an offensive rebound, and one free throw. Like, as a team trying to figure it out, those are tough because the ball could bounce either way. We got to do more throughout the meat of the game to take advantage of those runs that we have. You're up 14 in the is that 14, 13, 14 in the third quarter, and they walk you down. Like, those are the deflating moments. But thankfully, we have resilience, so we come back. But
what do you
I'm
feel
more worried about that than the end of the game stuff.
what do you feel like flipped after
Same story: turnovers, offensive rebounds, and just especially on the road, it's hard to. You give teams momentum, you give them belief. They start hitting shots. Book started getting going off of broken plays. Like, there's a carryover effect to that.
Do you, can you tell me the story about wearing Book shoes and he had him in his press conference on, and I got a picture of him signed.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, I've been paying tribute, homage, and just showing love to all the different areas of the sneaker game over the last couple weeks, and got to try his out tonight, and the idea of trying to infuse some energy into the sneaker world while I can, and the idea of me and Book and the relationship we've been able to build over the last couple of years, especially, but since he's been in the league and playing together at the Olympics, there's a bond there for sure. So I was trying to beat him in his own shoes. Didn't work.
He's trying on Nike shoe that you'll become, you're kind of, he said you're a shoe free agent at this point, and that's part of the whole deal.
Yeah, for sure. But there's a theme to every night, and I'm having fun with it. And being here in Phoenix and knowing what he's done here the last decade, it was a cool opportunity.
So he outscored you by 10, and you were wearing his shoes.
Yeah, and they got the win, so we get to run it back on Saturday. We'll see. We'll see. Plenty, yeah. I gotta get you a pair of sneakers. Yeah, get you. I'll get you some. I'm gonna get. I'm gonna get you. Yeah, I'm gonna send you some Curry brand shoes. I'll send you some. Not. Oh, it's easy. Sample size too. I'll get you some good Curry brand shoes. There we go. There we go. Absolutely. February when we come back, I'll have some for you. Yes, sir.
I'll call you.
Yes, sir.
anything else is stuff? Have you ever seen been part of some wild endings? You guys are down five, folks gets flame and you hit shots. I mean, it's a pretty then they get the shot with 4 tenths left. What was it like being in the middle of all that at the end?
It was wild, back and forth. Um, I think the fact that we were down five, that play happened, which was Bush League, but took advantage of it. Jimmy hits a big three. Like you said, Book comes out and hits a tough shot. I get to the free throw line on the other end. And then, last possession, we got a great stop. Just the ball bounced a tough way, and there was a fight for it, and we fouled. So, and then we were out of challenges. Just, again, that's the idea of you don't want to be in that situation, without the ball last possession. And we did enough, I think, throughout the game to not be in that position. But it's never easy to pull yourself out of a hole, and we're feeling that right now. So gotta keep pushing.
Some reason why you think you guys guys keep falling into those, and just in general?
I don't know. I wish I, there's just moments where you're playing well enough, and then you have a bad 3 minutes, and teams are taking advantage of it. We ran into some nights where teams are shot way above their averages. That's how it goes in the league. And again, if you're going to be a good team, you're able to overcome all of that. We're obviously not a good team right now because what our record says and the fact that we found ourselves in these kind of positions. I do like the fact that it's challenging us and giving us a sense of urgency. Some years you learn these lessons while you're winning, and then it catches up to you. But if we're going to do anything, relevant this year, feeling this pain right now and searching a little bit could be a good thing if we do something about it. So that's the moment we're in right now.
They just came back from 20 against the Lakers.
Yeah, but the Lakers walked out with a win, so we gotta be on the other side.
You gotta go catch a plane.
Golden State Warriors fans, let's talk about something real for a moment, because this season has made one thing painfully clear. Stephen Curry is still playing championship-level basketball, and this team cannot afford to waste another year of his greatness. Night after night, Steph is carrying an offensive burden that no 36-year-old should have to carry alone. And while the heart, the culture, and the movement offense are still there, what's missing is obvious to anyone watching closely. The Warriors don't just need help. They need a true third scorer who can tilt the floor, punish defenses, and completely change how opponents guard Stephen Curry. And that's exactly why the name Michael Porter Jr. matters so much right now. Michael Porter Jr. is not just another wing. He is one of the most natural scorers in the entire NBA. And if you drop him into the Golden State system, you're not talking about a small upgrade. You're talking about a seismic shift in how this team functions offensively. A 6'10" elite shooter who can score at all three levels, who doesn't need the ball to dominate, and who thrives in space is the exact archetype that has always unlocked Steph Curry at his absolute best. Let's be honest, the Warriors' biggest problem isn't effort, coaching, or even defense. It's offensive gravity outside of Steph. Right now, defenses are loading up on Curry, blitzing him off screens, face guarding him 40 feet from the basket, and daring anyone else to beat them consistently. Michael Porter Jr. destroys that strategy instantly. You cannot help off him, you cannot rotate late, you cannot cheat. The moment Porter Jr. steps on the floor, the court opens up in a way Golden State has not experienced since the peak Kevin Durant years. And the scary part is this: Michael Porter Jr. doesn't need to be the guy to be devastating. In fact, his impact is even greater when he's not forced to create everything off the dribble. In Golden State, he wouldn't be asked to overthink the game. He wouldn't be asked to force tough shots. He would simply play free basketball. Sprint the wings, spot up, cut behind sleeping defenders, punish switches, rise up over smaller guards, catch and shoot with zero hesitation. That is Warriors basketball, and Porter Jr. fits it like it was designed for him. Across the NBA, we've seen what happens when elite shooters are paired with generational gravity. Defenses break, rotations collapse, entire game plans fall apart. Michael Porter Jr. already averages elite scoring numbers on high efficiency, but put him next to Steph Curry and those numbers become even more dangerous. He would get cleaner looks than he has ever seen in his career. He would face fewer double teams. He would see more single coverage than almost any scorer his size in the league. Now, think about this from a playoff perspective. In the postseason, everything slows down. Possessions matter. Teams switch everything. And when the game tightens, you need players who can score without the offense being perfect. Michael Porter Jr. is exactly that kind of weapon. Missed rotation, 3 points. Small defender switched onto him, turnaround jumper. Help defense late, catch and shoot dagger. Those are momentum-killing shots, and Golden State has lived off players like that during every championship run. The report says the Warriors' chances are slim, and maybe that's true on paper, but championships are never won by playing scared or standing still. Mike Dunleavy Jr. knows the window is now. Stephen Curry knows the window is now. The entire league knows the Warriors are one real scoring wing away from being taken seriously again. Even if Michael Porter Jr. doesn't end up in a Warriors jersey, the fact that his name is even connected to Golden State tells you exactly what direction this front office is thinking. Because let's be clear, this franchise is not pivoting away from Steph. They are pivoting toward him. Every real move from here on out is about maximizing what remains of his prime. And Michael Porter Jr. represents the kind of bold, aggressive swing that signals to the locker room, to the fan base, and to the league that Golden State is not done chasing banners. If somehow, some way, Porter Jr. ends up wearing blue and gold, the ripple effect would be massive. Jonathan Kuminga would no longer be forced into uncomfortable scoring roles. Jimmy Butler would have more space to operate. Draymond Green would have clearer passing lanes. Stephen Curry would finally breathe again. And suddenly, the Warriors wouldn't look like a team fighting for survival. They'd look like a team nobody wants to see in a 7-game series. This isn't about fantasy trades or desperation. This is about fit, timing, and championship logic. Michael Porter Jr. in Golden State wouldn't just raise the Warriors' ceiling, it would reset it entirely. It would restore fear, it would restore spacing, it would restore balance, and most importantly, it would give Stephen Curry the offensive partner he deserves in the final defining chapters of his legendary career. Warriors fans, this is the kind of move that changes seasons, narratives, and legacies. Whether it happens or not, one thing is certain: Golden State is not standing still, and the next big swing is coming. If you believe the Warriors still have another run in them, drop your thoughts in the comments. Do you think Michael Porter Jr. is the missing piece? Would you make the move if the opportunity came? Like the video, subscribe to Warriors Nation News, and stay locked in, because the next chapter of this dynasty is still being written.